Trippin' with the Ingalls, RVBuiltFor2.com, reviewing Viair Air Compressor.
Hi, welcome to Trippin' with the Ingalls, where we're going to take a look at the Viair 400 RV automatic air compressor. You might ask why we're looking at getting this unit here when, in our case, we have a diesel pusher that has a built-in air compressor in it. There's a couple of reasons why we've decided to purchase this particular device. First of all, using the air compressor that's built into the diesel pusher, what we're finding is that it takes us a little while to go around and air up all the tires. Having the engine running that entire time can be disruptive to our neighbors, as well as a little irritating to ourselves. So this unit, as far as power is concerned, it does hook up to the batteries of a vehicle. However, you don't have to use your motorhome. You can use, if you have a towed vehicle, you can hook it up to that, which is oftentimes quieter to run than the diesel pusher engine. Also, the other option is that you can find that you can run it, hook up to your chassis battery and run it off of your chassis battery as long as you're hooked up to shore power. So that should provide you with enough amperage to run this unit here without having to run your diesel engine, and the only sound that it's going to make is while it's actually airing up the tire. So that is the first reason that we were taking a look at this. The second reason is that oftentimes there's challenges, even with the built-in air compressor that's in a motorhome, to air up a tire from 0 all the way up to the recommended pressure that depending on your vehicle, could be 90, 100, or 110 pounds of pressure. This has no problems airing up a tire from 0 all the way up to the recommended air pressure. Main thing is that you've got to have a seal around the tire. So that said, let's go ahead and open this box up and see what we got. All right, now we're ready to unpack the Viair 400 RV automatic portable compressor. And we pop the tab here, and we've got a canvas bag that has everything that we need. Everything that's in the box. So open up the flap here, and we've got a zipper, and we've got instructions, and we've got a tire pressure inflator and a gauge, and the air compressor itself wrapped in some. This is some filters that we have for it, and a air inlet cover. And take this off. It is very solidly built. Heavy, but not too heavy. And then we have the battery connectors wrapped in plastic for the positive and negative there. So that's the air compressor itself. That is all packed up. Put this back in the box. And then in the front flap, we have a hose, an air hose, which we won't bother to undo that until we actually demo the unit actually working here. And then turn it around. We actually have a second air hose that is included with you. So we have two air hoses. An air inflator, a tire inflator, and a nice big, easy to read air gauge, and then our covers there. So the next thing we'll do is actually put this thing to use and see how it works. All right, now we're going to assemble the flare. We've already, the attachments are the snap-on here. And what we'll do is start off with the double-ended attachment so we can take advantage of the full length and push in. And then we'll do the same thing with the second one. Okay, so now we have both hoses attached here. And now what we'll do is we'll take our air pressure gauge and we'll attach it to the air inflator. So in order to do that, we need to assemble just a little assembly. Put this in, and my other wrench is just tighten it up nice and snug. And then we've got our air gauge here and attached to the air inflator. So that's the assembly there. When we attach it to the hose, there we go. The only thing left to do now is to attach the Viair to the battery source. Today we're going to use the Viair to air up our tires in the RV. First thing to do is make sure that the switch is off in the Viair, and then make sure to connect the red connector to your red terminal, battery terminal, and then the black one goes over to the other side. And again, I'm using the toad so I don't have to run the RV to air up the tires there. Next, we'll connect the air hose to the Viair. Just pull it back a little bit and it pops right on. And then we will connect the air gauge to the air inflator. And again, just pull back on the release, and we are ready to go. Next, we'll connect the second set of hose to the first hose. And then, like we did in our first assembly instructions, we'll connect the air gauge and air inflator all together. Now we can check our air pressure and inflate as necessary. Get everything lined up here. All right. So this is showing about 91 pounds. We'll adjust a little bit more. There we go. And that's all there is to it. You can also use if you have a manual or digital air gauge, if you want to double check the inflation.
That concludes the unboxing and demonstration of the Viair Air Compressor, brought to you by Trippin' with the Ingalls, RVBuiltfor2.com.